Talk radio is often maligned as being too strident, too biased, too political in a sense. Like any other medium, talk radio is a tool. It can be used to enlighten and motivate, or it can be used to coarsen the political dialogue. Any way you look at it, it's powerful, primarily because of the relationship that develops between the host and the audience. For many who listen, the one voice they rely upon each day for information is their favorite talk show host. They begin to trust and often depend on you for your insights and as a guide into the complicated political life of their city or their state or nation. They may read or hear a news story about a candidate or an issue, but they want you, their talk show host of choice, to break it all down for them, not unlike what we expect from a sports analyst. Keep in mind that talk radio is such an open and freewheeling forum that in a political campaign you can use it for many reasons. Hear from candidates in an unscripted fashion and let the listeners ask their own questions. Educate and dissect political speeches and ads to explain the subtext of what's really being said. Use sound from the campaign itself to lead into commentary about the messaging. Gather caller reactions to gauge community impact on key events like debates. And perhaps we can even convert the non-participant into becoming an active citizen and get them to the polls. You see, we have both the luxury of time and the latitude of expression to bring people into issues in ways that few other media can. We're the critic at large, using the most personal of all media, radio, to engage, influence, and persuade. I was reminded of the impact and the intimacy of the relationship listeners have when a woman listener introduced me to her husband recently and said, "When I tell you what Larry said today, well, that's Larry." While I stop short of endorsing candidates, some hosts do. I believe my role is to provide the critical analysis and suggest resources to which the listener can turn to make a more informed choice. Let me be clear. The habitual and personal bond of the talk show host and listener make this a unique relationship. Editorial writers are nameless and faceless. News anchors are opinionless in the abstract, and TV commentators have much less time to be alone with you one-on-one, as such shows are guest-driven. The newspaper or internet columnist is the closest cousin to talk show hosts, but they can't convey their opinions in such a long-form manner, using the power of inflection and emphasis the voice provides to bring emotion and passion to an issue. In that radio is theater of the mind, I use music, audio clips from newsmakers, movie trailers, and often link guest to caller, and at times caller with another caller to enrich my broadcasts. Finally, daily talk radio allows for a narrative flow, punctuated with compelling news storylines every day. It's a perfect companion for the news-hungry listener, and its impact is never greater than during an election cycle such as this.